What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another video detailing Season 1 feedback that 343 put in a blog post. This one's going to be focusing more on the live service side of things, so things like customization and the store are in the forefront on the changes and feedback that they've heard from the community that they are working to implement. If you guys want to click on the other video I did detailing more on the gameplay side of things, the changes that they are looking to implement from the community's feedback, you could click the video card in the top right hand corner of your screen right now. Don't forget to like this video because it greatly helps me out, and if you just stumbled across my channel, go on ahead and click that subscribe button if you want to stay absolutely up to date on all the latest happenings in the world of Halo Infinite. Let's get this video started. First things first, let's talk about cross-core customization. 343 said that enabling customization across different armor cores has been the largest point of feedback when it comes to customization that they have received. They agree that there is room to have better customization by lifting core restrictions where possible. For right now, they're pursuing options that will allow players to use certain customization items on different cores. Due to the way that the core system was initially built, however, getting items to work on various cores will take time, and it may not even be possible for every single item, and will likely require them to do it on a piece-by-piece basis. Their initial focus will be on enabling as many helmets, visors, and armor coatings across different cores as possible. And when it comes to the first changes that they want to make, they're saying that they want to have coatings and visors working across all cores, with helmets and chest gear working across cannon cores, so likely not the Fractured Tenrai or the Yoroi armor cores. We won't see a mix and match with that, unfortunately. At least not at first. Another piece of feedback is on the armor kits. So people want to be able to use the individual items within that kit with other customization content to create unique combinations. Kits were meant to give players a feeling of becoming a character, but 343 realizes that a lot of players would rather just have these separate pieces. So in a future update, they'll be changing the kit system so that it will allow players to sport individual items from their kits to use on their own personal Spartans. Another thing that the community really wanted to see was using multiple armor attachments, weapon model changes, or vehicle model changes when they don't overlap with one another. 343 said that their focus is currently set on cross-core customization and on the kits, but they do want to acknowledge that the community wants this and they will see what they can do. Another piece of feedback is the desire for more or higher value customization content through free methods. Now, during Season 1, 343 made some changes to the Tenrai event, and also double XP boosts and challenge swaps, and added more customization content. But they did reevaluate for Season 2, and they will improve on the free experience by slowly removing armor core limitations to enable more customization options with those free items, while also having better customization items as part of the weekly ultimate rewards, which I'll touch on in a little bit in the video, and having even more customization content in the event passes and the free track of the battle pass, which we'll talk about as well. Last but not least, 343 acknowledges that the Watchdog and Redshift armor coatings need to reflect more closely to the initial reveals that they released way back in 2020. They want to make this right in a future update, so rejoice, my fellow 152ers. We will get a much better looking Watchdog coating in the future. We can now move on to some of the shop feedback from the community. And 343 says that a lot of people have been asking for more purchase options, including a higher rate of rotation and allowing the purchase of individual items within bundles. They agree on all this feedback around allowing the purchase of specific items within bundles, increasing the rate of offer refreshes, and even potentially adding a second page to the shop. They'll be looking to improve these aspects of the shop in a future update. Now, something that would be huge for the game would be a career progression system separate from the battle pass, and 343 says that a career progression system is in the design phase right now. They want to nail it out of the gate, and that's going to take some time though, so there's really no timetable on that. Now, as far as awarding per match XP, that takes performance into account. They know that there's a desire for that per match, which also leverages performance. To plug that into the system as well as the battle pass is going to take time, but per match XP is on the way and it will land this year, says 343. Now, earlier in the video, I mentioned changes to the free track on the Battle Pass. So for Season 2's Battle Pass, they want to focus on improving the value that they provide to the players on both the free and the premium tracks. To do so, the free Battle Pass will contain even more customization content than Season 1's, including the Lone Wolves armor core early on in the track. As for the premium track, they've added credits as another reward tier and will allow players to earn up to 1,000 credits in that season pass. 343 also talked about addressing challenges that end up being too situational, misconfigured, or confusing, and they said to keep letting them know what specific challenges do not meet the player expectation. Anytime you believe you should have made progress on a challenge but didn't, please report it using the Halo support site. The support team has been tracking reports of various challenge-related issues and brings them directly to the team for evaluation. But as of this week, they've removed the Killjoy challenges from all challenge decks, and you won't be seeing it again anytime soon. Now let's talk about the weekly ultimate rewards, which have been lacking for a good majority of Halo Infinite's lifespan so far, the last 2 weeks being the exception in my opinion. The goal for Season 2 is that the weekly ultimate rewards will feature rewards at a higher and more consistent quality bar. That means they will focus on content like coatings, visors, stances, and no longer have emblems or backdrops throughout the course of the season. Now remember, this is starting in Season 2 on May 3rd. They even give us a sneak peek at what the first 5 weeks of Ultimate Rewards will be in Season 2. Week 1 being the Sentry Stance, Week 2 being the Battleship Haze MA40 AR coating, Week 3 being the Alabaster Cognac Razorback coating, and Week 4 being Amber Yesterday Visor, with Week 5 being the Spring Mountain Stance. And you guys can see a picture of the Razorback coating right here in the video. As far as double XP boosts, 343's already made changes to those, but they do agree that moving away from a time-based XP boost, especially with per match XP coming in a future update, they'll have some changes to make there, and they will share details on that at a later date. As far as events go and the limited time modes that come with those events, 343's received a lot of feedback on that, and they said now that they've given it a try on the original way they were implementing it and gotten that feedback, they'll be doing a better job of making event content available in the normal matchmaking rotation starting in Season 2. A lot of players also did not like when event challenges get stuck behind regular challenges, causing you to go to an event playlist, then come back to the regular playlist and go back and forth between each one whenever your challenges would come up. 343 says down the road they will have separate challenge lists so that weekly challenges aren't blocking event challenges and vice versa. Last thing I want to talk about is the Theater and Observer modes. They said there's a handful of improvements for Theater and Observer coming with a focus on addressing overall stability issues caused by viewing multiple films in a row and problems that arise when observing multiple matches in a row. They're constantly making improvements to both of those features. Should start seeing the results with Season 2's release. So a lot of positive things there to go over. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you guys check out the other one. It's a lot longer than this video, but there's a lot of changes coming to Season 2 and in the future of Halo Infinite. It's still a ways out though. I think we are definitely a ways away from getting the game that we all thought we were getting. And hopefully it won't be too late to get players to come back once this game does find its legs. Thank you guys so much for taking the time out of your day to watch my video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Click the like button, subscribe if you're new here, and I hope to catch you on either a previous video of mine or a future video of mine. Until that time comes, I'm your boy Patman, and I'm out.